Georgy Filippovich Baydukov was a Soviet aircraft test pilot, a hero of the Soviet Union and a writer. Early years. Georgy Baydukov had been born in Trishta railway station in the Tomsk Governorate of the Russian Empire to a railway worker. He became an orphan in the age of 9 and had been homeless for some time. Baydukov had been taken to orphanage and worked at railway construction for some time. Georgy Baydukov enlisted into the Red Army in 1926. He graduated Air Force Technical School and Catcher School for the military pilots in 1928 and served as a fighter pilot in 1928 to 1931. Test pilot. Georgy Baydukov had been transferred to an Air Force's Testing Institute and became an aircraft test pilot in 1931. He tested a number of fighter planes in 1931 to 1934 and had been instrumental in developing instrument flight rules for the USSR's Air Force. Ultra-long flights. Georgy Baydukov became a student of Air Force Academy in 1934. During that time he became involved with a number of ultra-long flights conducted by the Soviet Union. He tried to reach North America flying from Russia through the North Pole in August 1935 as a member of Lev Nevsky's crew, flying the An-25. The flight had been terminated because of technical problems. Baydukov continued to participate in An-25's testing in 1935, 1936. Valery Chkalov, Georgy Baydukov and A.V. Belyukov flew an improved An-25 through the North Pole to Udd Island in the Sea of Okhotsk from July 20, 1936 to July 22, 1936. Georgy Baydukov had been awarded the title of the Hero of the Soviet Union for this deed July 24, 1936. The same crew piloted an An-25 from Moscow to Vancouver, Washington through the North Pole from June 18, 1937 to June 20, 1937. Georgy Baydukov resumed his work as a test pilot in 1937. He tested P-2 and S-B bombers, as well as participated in tests of a D-B bomber. During the Second World War, Georgy Baydukov participated in the Soviet-Finnish War in 1939–1940. He served in 85th Bomber Regiment. Soviet leader Joseph Stalin sent Baydukov to meet with U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt to secure the purchase of warplanes in 1941. He managed to arrange the sale of several P-39 Airacobra fighter planes to the Soviet Union. He returned to the front lines in January 1942. Baydukov served as deputy commander of the 31st Mixed Aviation Division from December 1941. In February, he became commander of the division. In March 1942, he became commander of the Air Force of the 4th Shock Army. In May, Baydukov was appointed commander of the 211th Mixed Aviation Division. In June 1942, he became commander of the 212th Assault Aviation Division. In May 1943, the division became the 4th Guards Assault Aviation Division. In January 1944, Baydukov became commander of the 4th Assault Aviation Corps. Post-war years. In December 1945, Baydukov became deputy commander of the 13th Air Army. In July 1946, he became deputy head of the State Red Banner Air Force Research and Testing Institute for Flight Testing. Baydukov participated in the Tupolev Tu-70 tests in fall 1947. In December 1947, he became head of the main department of the Civil Air Fleet. In September 1949, Baydukov entered the Higher Military Academy, graduating in December 1951. Georgy Baydukov had served with the Soviet Air Force in various capacities until 1988, when he retired with the rank of General Colonel. Honors and awards: Knight of the highest number of orders of the USSR, Hero of the Soviet Union, 2 Orders of Lenin, Hero of the Soviet Union, Order of the October Revolution, 4 Orders of the Red Banner, Order of Kutuzov First Class, 2 Orders of Suvorov Second Class, Order of Kutuzov Second Class, Order of the Patriotic War First Class, Order of the Patriotic War Second Class, Order of the Red Banner of Labor, Order of Friendship of Peoples, 4 Orders of the Red Star, Order for Service to the Homeland in the Armed Forces of the USSR First Class, Order for Service to the Homeland in the Armed Forces of the USSR Second Class, Order for Service to the Homeland in the Armed Forces of the USSR Third Class, Jubilee Medal in commemoration of the 100th anniversary since the birth of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, Medal for the victory over Germany in the Great Patriotic War 1941–1945, Jubilee Medal 20 years of victory in the Great Patriotic War 1941–1945, Jubilee Medal 30 years of victory in the Great Patriotic War 1941–1945, Jubilee Medal 40 years of victory in the Great Patriotic War 1941–1945, Medal Veteran of the Armed Forces of the USSR, Jubilee Medal XX years of the Workers' and Peasants' Red Army, Jubilee Medal 30 years of the Soviet Army and Navy, Jubilee Medal 40 years of the Armed Forces of the USSR, Jubilee Medal 50 years of the Armed Forces of the USSR, Jubilee Medal 60 years of the Armed Forces of the USSR, Jubilee Medal 70 years of the Armed Forces of the USSR, Medal in commemoration of the 1500th anniversary of Kiev, State Prize of the USSR, Foreign Awards, Officer of the Legion of Merit, Army Distinguished Service Medal, Distinguished Flying Cross, Medal for Odra and the Baltic, Medal for Warsaw, Order of the Grunwald Cross Second Class, Order of Polonia Restituta Second and Third Classes, Order of Sukbator, Order of the Red Znamiani, Czechoslovak War Cross, Order of the White Lion First Class, Order of the White Lion First Class for Victory.